What's going on, YouTube? Got another episode of the Game Changers podcast in here with the fellas. Today, we got an episode on No Chill Gil. Gilbert Arenas and his reactions after he was bailed out from being basically accused of dealing in a illegal gambling operation with some Israeli gangsters. It seems like. What y'all
Shit, come on, man. The Israeli mob, basically.
Israeli
Uh,
mob? Yeah.
yeah, bro. I ain't know you was doing it like that, bro. I'm like, I mean, my jaw is to the floor, really, because Gil really fooling with a transnational criminal organization. Like, who would have thought?
Yeah, it's
Who
pretty.
would have thought?
Right.
It's pretty surprising. It's pretty surprising. Uh, Obviously, he's known around the league for gambling. Like a lot of players are. A lot of players gamble. They play cards. They into the gambling, and we've seen these other players in the past few weeks being brought into gambling accusations of gambling and losing money or doing things. So this is not it's not really surprising on that level, I guess. But I mean, you're dealing with a mob organization. It's pretty wild.
And that was another part of it. You know, the internet was waiting on him because first off, all the Kobe fans, because they saying that he switched up on Kobe, so all the Kobe fans was all mad at him. So they were like, "Look, that's what he get,"
Yeah,
including
yeah.
T. Horton. But then also, you know, what I'm saying, people were mad at him because he had just kind of did a whole little campaign on Malik Beasley and Terry Rozier and those guys. You know, with their gambling accusations.
Mhm.
So it's like if you knew you had this going on, Gil, because here's another thing. Gil, he said in his reaction that he had asked Underdog or asked one of his sponsors for more money for the next
Mhm.
upcoming season, and then he was like, "Yeah, that's when everything happened." But Gil, you must forgot the case is from 2022 or 2023 or something. That case didn't just happen yesterday.
Yeah. Well,
So
Right.
I'm just saying, I hope it go right for him. But he kind of scaring me if he don't know that much. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, he felt like he was going to get off scot free. It seems like he never felt like any of these things were going to come back on him. So this is why he had no problem talking about the other NBA players that had their situations going on. He felt like he was in the clear. But obviously, the feds had a case built up against him. They were watching him for a while. It seems like they must have had a mole or somebody inside their illegal gambling casino operation that must have came back with a lot of information. I'm not sure if that's the case, but it kind of comes off like that because they had a lot of information. It seems
Hey,
like.
the feds know something.
Yeah,
They
they
ain't
had
just
a
coming
lot of
blind.
information.
They definitely not just coming blind. You know what I mean? So yeah, but Gil again trying to save face and still joking.
You better not.
Can't hold me, baby. You can't hold me. Hello.
Of course, we saw the video of Nick Young still joking, acting like this a game. Like y'all boys playing, man.
Hmm. Yep. And like me and Nick was just talking though, Gil's obviously seems like he's doing this and to keep his face right. He knows that when he gets on camera, he's gonna have to still be on point. His son is obviously still there trying to go to USC, and he has his podcast. He has to keep it in order. He doesn't want to look sloppy. He don't want to look like it's really bothering him, and he wants to stay being Gil in front of the camera. But when that camera shut off, that's when you really still dealing with what you dealing with. Because yeah, you got bailed out, but that case is pending, bud. You still got to go to court. So it's
And I
serious.
just don't like, the unseriousness of it. You know what I'm saying? Because Gil, we know Gil, very funny guy. You know what I'm saying? But Gil is the OG crash out, like we talked about earlier. This is the same guy who brought guns into the arena and basically derailed his own career. You know, very talented person. You know what I mean? But he wasn't really the most stable guy. So here's another just example of Gil really not being serious about anything, man. And this is what he said during one of his lives.
Well, you put a little bit more butter on them biscuits. I think I seen a little something, something. Oh, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm about to snitch for sure.
Hey, Gil, I don't know if you know who you dealing with, but when I hear Israeli transnational criminal organization, I don't want to be joking about snitching online, bro. Like, it don't make sense.
No, it does. It doesn't, man. It doesn't. And you should
Oh,
have
yeah, though.
the mind at least to know who you dealing with at what time you're dealing with them and what time it really is, bro. These aren't some small charges. You facing up to what, 15, 20 years? Is that what he
Mhm.
Yes,
facing?
sir. Yeah. It was 5 years per charge. He got like 3 charges, so yeah, he got at least 15. We talking about here. So
Yeah, this ain't nothing to be coming out of jail laughing about. And then
yeah,
and then I mean, you do got to go in front of a judge. All this stuff is on camera. They could be like, "Well, we've seen your antics online before this trial started. You didn't
and
seem
it
too
also
worried."
and it also leaked to the internet that Gil had texted a picture of the betting table. What is that? You know what I mean? He had texted something to but it had his name on it specifically. It had Arenas, gaming or something, as if
Oh, okay.
he's over the whole thing, as if this is a branded thing, and it's gonna be hard to dispute that. But I'm gonna tell you somebody who was happy about all of this, and I think you all can guess who. Yeah, boy, Kwame Brown. Um, Gil says I got out of jail before you got out of YouTube jail.
Mm.
He basically talking about Kwame Brown being shadow banned by YouTube, as Kwame would say. But
Hey,
yeah, Gil still joking around, still being the same guy, funny guy.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe
Kwame.
Gia knows something that we don't know. Maybe it's something that we don't know that could be going on. Why Gia feeling like this? But hey, I don't know why he's not taking it serious, or like I said, but it might be something that we don't know that's behind the
Yeah,
scene or whatever. So
yeah,
we're gonna see how
yeah,
it play out. But that's funny though.
yeah. Kwame went live on his YouTube and everything too, and and was saying what he said about him and everything, uh, and like what Gil said, you're not only getting views until you bringing up somebody else's name. The only reason why anybody's bringing you back up is because you brought my name up or whatnot.
And
And
that might be true. It might be some validity to that statement, because I haven't heard nothing
It's
about
true.
Kwame
It's
until he
true.
getting into it with somebody else. But
mm,
that video you
It's
talked about,
true.
let's hear a little bit of it right here.
My family? And I told people one thing. I said, this nigga is a stupid motherfucker. He gonna self-sabotage. He's a dummy. And look at
Kwame
this stupid
crazy, man.
motherfucker. Let me close this door.
Kwame is crazy.
And
But he was
today is like my
very
motherfucking
happy.
birthday.
He was happy. That boy was happy.
Y'all motherfuckers lucky I don't drink.
He do be having some good videos.
Bitch, you said I was a drunk. I don't even drink. I don't even drink no more. I feel so
Kwame, you
good.
ain't got to prove none of them, man.
It's like my motherfucking birthday, nigga. Shannon Sharp, your thick tongue ass fired. All them motherfuckers that talk about my mama's son, nigga. Shannon Sharp, your thick tongue ass fired. Goddamn Gil, you in the slammer. You got there, if you run your mouth, see, you facing about 15 years, 5 years on each charge, right? But your dumb ass was playing cards with the Isreali mob. So now you're gonna have to make a decision. You can't snitch because your dumb ass say you no chill Gil, so you can't chill. So you gotta fight this one out. You gotta go for what you know. You can't snitch. So the feds gonna put pressure on your little bitch ass because they know you don't want to be up in them cells doing the little ditties. Take that. So your bitch ass can't tell on them Isreali. Them motherfuckers got so much money.
Them
You
boy,
gonna have to. You
exactly.
gonna. I know what your bitch
I don't
ass
know
gonna
how
do.
you going.
You gonna tell and have that lady Millie or whatever her fine ass Melly. You gonna have her cranking up the car and shit. Melly, go out there and crank up the car, baby. Oh, punk ass. You ain't gonna stand on the front line and crank up the car. You goddamn self, you punk. So listen here. We know you can't snitch. So you gonna be.
So basically, Kwame was on one that day. It's unfortunate to see, but you know, somebody downfall is always somebody triumph.
Especially in something like sports media, where people are going back and forth with people having their own pods and everybody having their own opinions and people's past beefs when they were in the entertainment world together. You know, in this case, it was sports and them being on the same team, and so yeah, man, a lot of that stuff boils over, and you get stuff like that.
But it's Kwame wrong.
Already.
It's Kwame wrong for, you know what I'm saying? Kwame really, like he said, they talked about his mom, I guess. I don't know. I didn't follow the beef that well, but Kwame saying like
No,
it's
he
deep.
said my mama's son. He said my mama's son. He talking about himself.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
But yeah, as you can see, Gil still himself. No Chill Gil. Say back on the streets.
yeah. So I guess we'll see what ends up coming from this. Obviously, we'll see if these charges end up sticking with him. But I know you had some other stuff, Boss Man Jay, with Luca and some other stuff that
Luca
was going
did get the
on in the
3-year,
league.
$165 million deal with the Lakers. What do you
Mm.
think about that? Do that change anything? Because the Lakers been making some moves. So does this team with the Lakers look better or worse next year?
I guess I'll say I'll
Uh,
highlight that Luca has gotten into shape. Luca looks like the Luca that came into the league. So I'll say it's a plus because the man's working and he looks healthy. Probably the best he's looked since year one in the NBA. He looks like he's ready to go. So I think this is a good boost for the Lakers. LeBron was not at the signing or at the showcase or whatever they had yesterday. So I don't know if that's the greatest look, but I guess Bron got other stuff to handle. But I think it's good for
Exactly.
yeah. I guess it's a good look though for LA. I'm gonna say it's a good look for them going into
So I
the.
mean, but better than last year or worse? Because we did lose a lot of, lost Dorian Finney-Smith. You did kind of get some, Dalton
Yeah,
Connect kind of lost faith in him. So it's a lot of stuff that is happening. You picked up DeAndre Ayton.
you
So
got
does this team
Aiton,
look
you got some
better?
pieces in. Yeah, I'm gonna
Hmm.
say better. I'm gonna say better, man. I think they got a good energy going into the year. I mean, the West is stacked,
mm,
man. The West stacked though. I ain't gonna lie. The West is
for
the
sure.
West is looking like the West of 20 years ago. You know, when we always just knew the West was better than the East.
But
But
do we remember
Hmm.
when Luca got to the Lakers? They went on a 22-3 start or something like that, and they were looking like the best team in the NBA. But
yeah,
having to not play with a center. JJ Redick just didn't play a center at the end of the year. So now
hmm
you got Aiden there. They re-signed Jackson Hayes. You got
yeah,
Maxi Kleber. Hopefully JJ Redick will play and abandon this small ball shit.
yeah,
So I think it'll be good too as long as that happens. And you got Jared Vanderbilt coming back. You got some pieces coming back. Bronny hooping. Bronny might get a little rotation spot. Get Gabe Vincent the fuck out of here too. Get Gabe Vincent the fuck out of here, man.
You don't think that was a good pickup from Miami last year, huh?
Heck no, because he didn't show what they got him for. They got him for the clutch situation, and you really can't even keep him on the floor. And you're paying him too much to not keep him on the floor. So it's one of those things like you got to get rid of him, man. Gabe Vincent, he's too small, and you trying to play a small ball lineup with Gabe Vincent as your point guard? Oh, it can't happen. It can't happen. So nah.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I
we're
mean,
going in the right direction.
yeah, I think LA is. I
Yeah,
think
this
they
good.
is.
This good for the future.
Of
Just
course, I
securing
will
that
say, and
future
I'll
with
just
Luka
be
and things.
yeah, but I'll be kind kind of objective here with Nick. I know Nick a Houston Rockets fan. So last year I feel like the Lakers were a better team than the Houston Rockets. This year, of course, I don't feel that way because the moves that Houston made. So, but Houston, we remember, was the 2 seed who ended up losing in the first round. You was a 2 seed. So I think Houston is going to be better this year. So I really, they'll be right up there with OKC. And I say as the Lakers are probably distant third. And they are the 2 teams that they need to be able to beat are Houston and OKC this year, coming into this year.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard, man. OKC, man, basically returning everybody, and they have a bench. Like, it's not gonna be hard. Not gonna be hard to knock off
But
the
I don't know.
defending team.
Yeah, but we'll have to see. Everything look good on paper and things. We looking at who got who and things. But like you said, these games got to be played and things also. But with this deal right here, the extension that Luka got with the 3 years, that's good. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not like they pushing 5 years. So even in 3 years, you know, LeBron will be gone already. So they can add more pieces around him for to secure their future, you know what I'm saying? And they'll probably come back around the table and give him another deal. So it's a pretty good deal the Lakers did right here. Securing a superstar.
Definitely. But with that being said, what does it have to do with this year? We talking about this year because you're trying to maximize the end of LeBron's career too. Now you got Luka locked up.
Well, I mean, like with next year, cause remember that this deal here gonna kick in, you know what I'm saying, when the contract that he already under ends, you know what I'm saying. So even with so let's say with this year that's coming up, like you said, it might be LeBron last year. So when LeBron retire, maybe this contract here will kick in, or that Luka got, and then you still got LeBron's salary to spread around the team.
Yeah, that's true.
You already got Aiden for what? Today, what now? They ain't really signed.
They got Aiden for like 2 years, I think.
For like one or 2 years or something like that.
Yeah, it's like 2, I think.
His contract negotiation gonna come back up, and like I said, by that time, you know,
hopefully he'll be
they'll see where they at. Yeah, they'll see where
hopefully he'll be improved himself by then.
True.
Yeah.
True. So it making sense. They doing the correct things for the franchise and stuff like that to get prepared for the future. Now with this year, I mean, y'all got what y'all got, and y'all got some good pieces over there. Now it's all about, hey, we gotta play. We ain't gotta ask for more. We just need to go out and play.
Also, it'd be so much stuff going on in the background too, because are y'all aware that LeBron and Maverick Carter are basically you know, what you call it, raising money, trying to raise $5 billion to do a global international you know, basketball league that's going to directly compete against the NBA. And how he doing this while he in the NBA, it's like, damn, this shit crazy. What the hell?
Yeah,
what the hell going on?
That's wild. Cause I guess it's the same thing. I mean, obviously, this is way bigger than podcasts and YouTube, but it's like everybody in today's era of sports, stars and people, they have a whole bunch of side quests going on outside of them being just players. They got all this other stuff going on, you know. So it's like people trying to become these big moguls and you know, be these big business owners outside of them being players or being part of teams. So people trying to take their stardom farther in today's world because people want to be, I guess, the top dog, you could say. When you know, once they leave sports, they want to be looked at like, you know, these big. So I'm not really surprised because look at all the, like I said, all the side quests players do these days. You know, it's just, you know.
I heard Luka just he pledged a lot of his contract to, you know, doing what he said, like 77 different basketball prospects that are coming up. He's gonna help fund them. You know, obviously for his number 77, but worldwide he's gonna take 77 young people and mentor them and help fund their basketball dreams.
See,
So
like,
that's on.
yeah, you know what I mean. Another investment though. Like he's probably
Mm-hmm.
like, so say those 77 players, maybe let's say 4 or 5 of them make it to the league, right?
Mm-hmm.
He'll probably mess around and get an incentive of their contract. Like he'll get 1.1% or whatever. Like you know what I mean. He might get in there and he just got money coming in because he helped them get into the NBA. So like
Mm-hmm.
all that stuff is strategic investment. You know, that's an investment right
True.
there. You know. So like I
But
said, all
Yep.
these players
but
and
they,
people they think in a whole nother way these days. They not thinking the players are old. You know.
yeah. Let's take it back to the LeBron trying to get a league and stuff like for 5 billion. Is that do y'all believe that is due to the fact that the owners in the NBA won't allow him to buy a team for 10 billion?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
For
Definitely.
sure. For sure. Because
Yeah. So
LeBron is all about business. He always has been since he was
mhm.
driving that Hummer, and in high school with the with driving the Hummer, and he's known to be super frugal. Like he don't spend on nothing. Like
And
he'll
remember,
tell
he
you.
he already
Mhm.
locked in with that Fenway investment group from
Mhm.
Boston. He locked in with them. He got a percentage in that all day. So
He partying
yeah,
with Jeff. He partying with Jeff Bezos to not like us. You know, he's
Yeah.
in them circles. He don't. He wants to be
True.
a top dog in the business world, just not on the court. He wants
Yeah.
to be, and you see what
a
he's done
la
with,
Magic
and,
Johnson.
right? And
And
you
I
see,
and I like that though. I like that about him.
hmm
So so
But
so
how does
what
that
so
how
what
does
I
that
mean, because
play
I
with
would
him
like to
still
see
being in
him.
the league though? How does that
I
play with him being
mean,
in the league currently?
well,
you
obviously,
can't kick him out for wanting his to spread his talents to like business. Why you can't really just kick him down now? Now, but feeding off that question though, if he do get a league and another league, right? You know what I'm saying? Because it's possible he can't do it. Do you think it'll be able to compete
oh yeah,
in
oh
the
yeah,
NBA?
oh yeah.
Of
I'm,
course.
but the thing is, he's going up against Adam Silver, and
Yeah.
he's going up against a group that a lot of people once you're going up against the powers that be, man. And
The
you go
mob,
True.
the
and when
Illuminati, the whoever, whatever name you want to put in there.
so when you
The va-
doing that, when you take, because this is the thing, when you get rich off of their money, because you got rich off
Hmm.
of their money, and then
Yeah.
you allowed your friends to make a sports agency that also got rich
Yeah.
off their money and off of their play. So you're gonna want to take your money that you made off of them. You want to take Rich Paul and Clutch Sports. You're gonna probably take your agency, your sports agency, along with you as well into that league. And then so you're gonna want to keep
Yeah.
your sports agency with the NBA still? You gonna think they gonna want to allow that? So I mean, that's a
Yeah.
lot. That's a lot. You got to think
that's
about
That shit
that.
is
direct
genius,
competition.
dog. That shit is genius. That shit is pure D
But you put
genius,
yourself
dog.
in
The same way how
direct
you explain it.
competition,
Mm,
and
But
you can't
and,
expect for these people to help you build against them. So I don't see it because the same way the NBA didn't want to fool with the big three. 'Cause remember how Ice Cube was trying to
true,
tie it in
true.
and try to make it a family affair, and they were like no, because that's competition, which is really not competition, which we all know. But they didn't want to fool with Ice
Hmm.
Cube on that level. So LeBron, you ain't no different.
You right.
It's a
But I
reason you had
love
to
to see
go
him
and
win with that though. I would love to see him win with this.
but it's a reason he had to go and get a percentage of a already established investment group like Fenway. Like this is hundreds of billions right there. So they already
True,
established,
true.
and if he can get in that group, that's the only way he gonna be an owner or something. They ain't gonna let it
Oh
all be LeBron. Like, oh, LeBron's the commissioner, Rich Paul's the. You like, nah, they ain't gonna let that happen.
yeah. Hey, that's a good look. I ain't gonna lie. But shout out to you, LeBron. Although I don't think you the GOAT, but I would love to see you on bring the Seattle Supersonics back or whoever you want to bring as the NBA team, or you get a league. I would love to see that. You know what I mean? That's all I got to say
Yeah,
for
but LeBron
LeBron,
want to
man. I
be
hope
in
he
Las
get it.
Vegas though. He want to be in Las Vegas. He want to be where all the action at.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see though. I mean, I want to see it too though.
That's a good
Hopefully,
topic,
but I'm
though,
just
man. That's a real good topic. That's a good topic for that.
Yeah, it is. It is because anybody trying to be, come and do their own thing is always with some pushback when it comes to being bigger than these entities that we see today that we know for sports or entertainment. Anybody that tries to like overshadow those things, it usually never really comes together. So it'd be dope to see if LeBron can pull it together. You know what I mean?
if
Yeah, for
anybody
sure.
can do it, I think it'll be LeBron. But at the same
So,
time, like you said, you're going up against a Goliath already established. So sometimes I don't know. I can't knock him for trying to, you know what I'm saying, be what you call it, like first at something, trying to be a leader at something, but at the same time, man, sit your ass down sometime, bro. Sit down somewhere, bro. Like you trying to do too much. And I'm a LeBron fan, but damn, man, like everything ain't all about you all the time. Let's say, and I maybe he might not even be thinking like that, but I'm just saying, like sometimes let's just take the background and I don't know.
but me, like, even when you saying that, you know what I'm saying, like you said, we don't know if he's feeling that. I don't believe he's feeling that he want to be the first and always got